Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the tier 10 British light tank, the Manticore. So the Manticore is a very special light tank. On PC, this tank kind of sucks because it gets very limited amount of ammunition. So when it came to console, they buffed the amount of ammunition this tank can get, plus with the other tanks in this line. So this tank has some really good features about it. It's got great mobility. It's got one of the best horsepower per tons in the game. Only one that really beats it out is the T100 LT. This thing has a power to weight ratio of 40.32. Also, it's got a good gun at 390 damage per shot. But if you can time your shots perfectly, you can just do damage. But the gun is not where the Manticore shines at. I mean, it's a light tank. Why would it shine in the gun stats? But it's quite nice to know the gun stats. So, gun depression and gun elevation. Gun depression is 8 degrees. Really good. Gun elevation? Terrible. 8 degrees. So, yeah, so you can't really shoot up. Kind of had a little bit of problems with fighting that T100 LT. Mobility of this tank was 68 forward, 25 reverse, but it also has a view range of 400. Gun takes forever to reload, but does 400 damage. Quite really good mobility, but also decent, pretty good view range. But it also has really good concealment. It can stay in a bush. This is mainly a passive light tank, but it can play an aggressive light tank role because that great power to weight ratio and its accuracy is actually pretty good. 0.38 on its base accuracy, but it also has really good accuracy while moving and turning the turret. Aim time is 1.9 seconds, so yeah. And if you're wondering, DPM is 1,673, which is nothing to really rack up damage because this tank is all about the spotting and staying concealed. Passive light tanking kind of stuff. So we're on Mount Nufka, and one of the best things to do while you're in a passive light tank, the targets for you, well, your main goal is to spot up the enemy team. But your other goal is to the enemy light tanks. If you can take shots onto the enemy light tanks, do it. Because as soon as the enemy light tanks go down, you won the match. It's literally it. You've won the match. So the enemy team only has the Vanguard remaining. Also, here comes the accuracy. And shot the Vanguard and tracked it, and now it's dead because the Waffentrager E100 finishes off. It's a 13v9. The entire enemy force is out here in the village, out in the open. I'm a really good passive light tank that has really good concealment, really good view range. And now it's just up to me to just kind of just spot the enemy team up while my team just focus fires them. And they won't be able to spot my team. And since I do 390 damage per shot, I can still take some killing shots. I've done it on like singular tank. About to do it on this Waffentrager E100 if I can get the shot in, and there goes the Waffentrager E100. The gun's good, but the mobility and the concealment of this tank is where it is. It's a passive light tank. Or you play it as aggressive, one of the two, but it works way better as a passive light tank. Being out there, sitting in a bush, just hiding, and letting people just get your enemies getting spot up and shot to pieces. And I tracked the 277 on purpose to track him out in the open because where he was not out in the open, and now pretty much dead. And goodbye, Object 277. This is a very quick and easy match for me. I love pulling these kind of matches off, and notice I'm not going to be taking my even though it's the last tank alive, I'm not going to be taking hits from the Super Conqueror because I would like to conserve some of my hit points. Maybe just because I can. I do manage to track the Super Conqueror to put it to get some track assists, and the Super Conqueror managed to hit me and sets me on fire. So that's quite interesting. So yeah, but luckily this was the end of the match. Got 3 kills, 3,200 damage, and nearly 7,000 spot assists. So that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember SLAPAFISH, because why would you not? And peace out. See ya.